So let's start with Isabel. She's going to explain to Tommy that she really didn't want to meet him, but he said it was urgent, and so she has agreed to this. And it emerges during the scene that she expected him to give her some kind of explanation about Mr. M's death. And because she can't understand why Mr. M was killed, and she has this horrible moment of wondering whether Tommy was involved, she actually agrees to come. But let's have a look at the opening of the scene. She's tense, and talking to him is not easy. She says, I wasn't going to meet you. Let me tell you straight out that there's nothing in this world, nothing, that I want to see less at this moment than anything or anybody from the location. So just look at her tone. I think she is very abrupt, and she is unfriendly in her manner. She's agitated. I might even say as strong as hostile. Hostile is when you're treating the other person as an enemy. But you said in your note that it was urgent, so here I am. If you've got something to say, I'll listen. So talking to him is not easy because Mr. M's death lies between them. That's why she doesn't want to see anybody from the location. She's battling to come to terms with Mr. M's death, with the fact that he was murdered, who those murderers are, why the activists thought it was necessary to kill him. Tommy then explains that he's going to leave and he's not planning to come back, and he wanted to see her to say goodbye. And Isabel's response is quite mocking. Oh, I see. Is this meant to be a sad goodbye? I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings, but I thought you wanted to see me because you had something to say about recent events in our little community. And she's got a piece of paper, and her hands are unsteady. She is shaking because she is so upset. A certain unrest-related, I think that's the phrase they use. Yes, here it is. Even that's mocking. She knows exactly what phrase they use. This crumpled little piece of newspaper is one she's read and read and read. Unrest-related incident in which, according to witnesses, the defenseless teacher was attacked by a group of blacks who struck him over the head with an iron rod before setting him on fire. Notice this has clearly come out of a white-controlled newspaper. And Tommy's response is to tell... Sorry. What have I done? Okay, let me just go back to this. I've said something about it's a white-controlled newspaper. And Tommy's response is to tell her to stop it. She is working herself up quite deliberately. She's making herself more upset.